What's going on, you guys? It is National Championship Monday. Tonight, Indiana and Miami for all the marbles in the college football playoff national championship. I'm not here to break down the game. I'm here to tell you guys my opinion that tonight is one of the most important moments in sports history. Here's what I mean by that. In my view, as a former longtime coach at the younger levels, middle school, high school, AAU, you can see a lot of the content up on my YouTube channel where I talk about sports are in desperate trouble, and it's starting at the youth levels. As you go up through the youth levels and the AAU and everything that's going on with that, you get to college and you start playing ball and you start talking about NIL and portal, what's happening at the pro level, what's happening with money, what's happening with coaching changes. I mean, did we ever think that one college player could play for 3 or 4 different teams over 5 or 6 or 7 years as a college football player? It's maddening and it's crazy. Curt Cignetti tonight on a national stage is proving that there is still hope for the life. I talk about this all the time, life, sports, business, for the life portion of sports, that there's still a chance that you can arrive in a moment. You can arrive in a national championship game by doing things the right way and not subscribing to all the nonsense that goes around everything else. Curt Cignetti, as somebody who has studied some of the greatest minds and coaches in the world, you see one of them behind my head there, Bill Belichick. You got to love Cignetti and what he's doing. You got to love his honesty. You got to love his approach. You got to love everything about what it is he is doing. And then he gets a question over the weekend or last week, somewhere recently, what's your thoughts about going to the NFL? And I'm not an NFL coach. I'm a college coach. And you got to love him for that because he's committed to his approach. He's committed to his philosophy. He's committed to his team. Will he stay at Indiana forever? I don't know the answer to that. Did everybody think he would stay at James Madison? Not for as good as he is. No. This dude is straight up gold for sports history. And it is a textbook example, as I like to say, in a moment that you can point to, a situation historically that you could point to and say, this man made a difference. It isn't about all the flash. It isn't about all the NIL names or portal names. That it was about fundamental football, process, system, strategy, buy-in, working a system together as one collective unit, not one individual or 2 or 5 individuals. I have so much respect. I didn't initially like him when he burst onto the scene. Some of his ways about him I thought were arrogant, but then as I saw it develop and I saw his plan come to fruition, it's like, man, I could really relate to that. Because sometimes you have to be unpopular to get buy-in. Because a certain way is a certain edge, a certain way to break a mold. This dude breaks the mold of what we are seeing on a day-to-day basis. And I respect it. I love it. He is amazing for the game of football. He is amazing for sports. He is amazing for coaches to study. And every young person in America, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you do play sports, if you aspire to play sports, if you're looking to start a business, if you're looking to try to make the right decisions in life, this is the prototypical example of who and what to follow. And what we will see tonight on the national stage, in my opinion, is that will all come to fruition. They've gotten here, but he's not settled with it. I think you're going to see Indiana play at the highest level tonight. And Miami, while their run has been nice, I don't think that they can keep up with this. And you have Curt Cignetti to take IU, an absolute basketball school forever, put it on the football map in basically 2 years. It's the unthinkable. This doesn't happen. You see it sometimes at the pro level. But to take somebody used to be a Big Ten, it's still called the Big Ten, but there was 10 teams and Indiana was historically 8, 9, 10 every year, basically, in terms of the football program. And this guy comes in with a plan with, I don't even know what it was when he came in because it changes so often. What was it? 14 teams, 13, 14, 15 teams when he came in. And he's one of left. IU is one of 2 left standing on the national stage tonight in the national championship. Everybody knows the Miami Hurricanes in that moment, historically. No one knows about IU in that moment, not on the football field. Well, they do tonight. And if he hasn't gotten enough exposure by now, I hope that tonight's exposure, and I hope that the broadcasting team highlights this over and over and over for 2.5 hours, because this moment in time will stand forever. It's this moment right now that can help make sports better if it's done right. Like Curt's doing his job, but the media needs to do their job. Podcasters like me, people who have a small show, medium show, big show all over the world, they need to highlight this for what it is. Tonight is so much more than a national championship game. This is the future of sports being played the right way and for the right reasons. At least save some of it. That's on display tonight. And I wish Curt and the Hoosiers all the success in the world tonight. Hurricanes has been a great run. It ends tonight. Watch Curt Cignetti, masterclass performance tonight, once again, as the Indiana Hoosiers become national champions, not in basketball, but in football. Way to go, Curt Cignetti. Nothing but the best for you going forward. Love what you're doing. Keep it up. Everybody have a great day. Enjoy the game tonight. Bye-bye.